Good afternoon, Mr. Nicoletti. You're a committee rapporteur on the subject of corruption of the elites. Why do you think corruption of the elites is a barrier to institutional efficiency and progress?
Yeah, the object of our report is precisely the relationship between corruption and democracy, because we think that corruption is a threat not only against public morality but also against a concept of political freedom, equality of citizens and the rule of law. Where we have corruption, the citizens are weaker in front of the corruptor and also in front of public officials who are corrupted, and so the democracy is weaker as well. And that's why we want to up to date what is the tradition of the Council of Europe, which is quite a long and strong tradition in the fight against corruption.
Do we have the best practices in Europe of fighting this phenomenon of corruption?
Well, we have legislation which in some countries are permanently improving, and not only on the legislative level but also on the institutional level. Today in the committee we had the hearing of the President Cantone, who is the head of this anti-corruption authority, and I think that this is a good example of a new instrument in order to fight corruption. President Cantone is head of a structure which now has 300 people working in fighting corruption in Italy, and is certainly doing an excellent work.
Regarding the activity of the Council of Europe on fighting corruption, what would be your recommendations on this?
Well, I do think that we have to strengthen the instrument that we have. Of course, the Venice Commission on one side, on the other side the Greco group, but also the anti-corruption platform, which is quite new. And I do think that a good idea could be to transform this platform in a real network of parliamentarians against corruption. On the same side, we can do something more on the level of political education through the different schools and research centers that are in certain ways linked to the Council of Europe, because the struggle against corruption is not only a question of laws or of institution, but it's much more a question of mentality, of education, and we have to work harder in that field.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to you.